I got this amazing photo with an alpaca out in the Sacred Valley region of Peru, and it was all thanks to a message on Tinder. In June 2023, I arrived in Cusco, Peru. I found it hard to breathe because it was at 11,000 feet elevation. I arrived at my Airbnb. It was nice. Unfortunately, on the second day, I would be throwing up all morning due to altitude sickness. It felt like the worst hangover in my life. Still, I rested and was able to explore the market at 4 p.m. later and go to a food tour and explore the city. During this time, I was also swiping on Tinder. I matched with Maria and she invited me out to the Sacred Valley region to hang out with her. I still had one more day to acclimate to the altitude before starting my trek to Machu Picchu, so I said, why not? Using Spanish only, I finally found a little group taxi called a Colectivo to go to Urubamba for around $4. During this whole ride, I was wondering to myself, I'm in a foreign country, where am I going? But the adventurer in me thought, this might turn out interesting. Who knows? So I met Maria at the gas station in Urubamba. We ate chicharron, fried pork belly, and then she mentioned she has alpacas. I said, I'd love to see one. Let's go. So this is the sketchiest part. I end up meeting two of her older male friends. I get this feeling that they might want to ride with us, and then of course rob me along the way. This is basic travel sense. But it turns out these guys were actually very cool and lived in this small town as well. We took a group bus to her farm where I was greeted with about a dozen dogs barking at me, and then we walked over to this group of alpacas. I had never seen an alpaca before, so this was actually really cool to meet Maria, find out she has a farm, and just hang out with sheep and alpacas on the farm. So I took some fun photos. So the final visit was to the cultural festival she told me about, which I believe is actually Festival Señor de Choquequilca, a very intimate festival as it turns out, with performances from the townspeople to discuss their history and their culture, including critiquing the Spanish colonizers and also to celebrate Peruvian Jesus. Her friends and I just hung out, drank beers, and watched. Overall, it was such a random day and I had no idea what was going to happen. It turned out for the better. I said goodbye to Maria. I took a group taxi, Colectivo, back to Cusco to get ready to start my road to Machu Picchu the next morning.